the next day. Darren took over from me last night. He went into the night and finished that field off. So yeah, he finished 40 acre off for us. And we just got one little field here to finish off today. Should take us just over an hour, something like that. I don't know, I think it's called 18 acre, I imagine that's the field size. We've got about 1.5 tons seed with us, so we should have enough. Never just want to get on the tractor and go, you want to let things warm up. So first job is just check the oils, engine oils, start the tractor up, let it warm up. While you're doing that, you can start glancing at the drill, making sure nothing's missing or loose. Give everything a little wobble, and yeah, just check everything over in the mornings. What we'll do is when we get back to the farm, we'll give the drill a good grease up. Then we're going to be heading on to some of the fields around the farm there. Got into a bit of a sloppy spot yesterday. I was having to pick the drill up, drag it through, but we got through it in the end. Farmer said most years they actually have to drill around it, so we got through it. But yeah, there was a bit of poo coming out at some points going through that bit. But yeah, I'm going to get things checked over here, then we'll make a start. Just going to check what we got in the drill here. Okay. Right, we're going to run this out. I've got a ton left. Either way, I've got to come back, so we'll run this one out, then we'll put a ton in to finish. We should have enough to do that field. I've got one loose U-bolt I've got to tighten up. Won't want a lot, just a couple of turns on each one. That's better. This is the tractor we're using, 7716. It actually goes really, really nice on this drill. It's a 4.8 metre drill, tine drill. We always stick the big tyres on, especially in the spring. Worth their weight in gold, those things. Just less compaction, just you don't see wheel marks. It's just in our eyes, you can't go without, the wider the tyres the better. Keithy's running his 900s on that Colty Max. We drilled into some of that stuff that he'd done yesterday. Yeah, it was a beautiful job. It was really nice actually. It's like drilling into a bit of an onion bed. I don't know whether it'll show up on the combine is another thing. We'll have a look at that when we get to it. This is a really nice setup. This tractor is just perfect size for this, but this is a nice light setup and we have nice results with it every time actually. Currently drilling at 185 kilos per hectare is what we're putting on, and it's Isabel Oaks. I made a mistake setting the AB line up yesterday evening and it was getting dark, and yeah, I'm just having to fill in a slither. It's right next to the farmer's tram line, so he's gonna see it, but there'll be some double drill bit, but I can't have a slither that wide left, and it's where your AB line picks out. And it's just a bit annoying. You lot will know it's there, but if I didn't tell anyone, farmer would notice, but I know he wouldn't say nothing. Hey, we're right by the wheat. I haven't actually been up here for a little while. All the beans are gone. I would have showed you that in another video. Got to be careful when you got the drill unfolded like this. Got to be careful you don't snag it on the blimmin' trees. So you got to watch what you're doing a little bit. But that's the wheat. The wheat looks, oh my god, it looks fantastic actually. I know they'll be out here soon. 1st of March they'll be out here fertilising it. Just fixing. I put my AB line in, and if the field bows out, it leaves you with a strip at the side. I don't really understand where you're going to put your AB line in for it not to do that, unless you know that field bows out and you can fix it for a start. I don't know. I think I'm putting my AB line in the wrong bout. But I'm having to mark out all the fields as well at the same time, so it's, once all the fields are marked out, it'll be a different thing altogether. But when you're doing field boundaries, your first pass sort of doesn't count, otherwise you put it in on the first time. Just got to watch this here. But yeah, once the drill's off, I'll bet you a shilling Keithy's got the spinner on, the fertilizer spinner on, and he'll be yeah, we'll be starting fertilizing as well. Just making our way to the last field here. We can exit out of that one now. That's where that thing's brilliant, because if you would, you know, you can actually forget where it was, come back to it later, and it still shows up exactly where it is. Yeah, finished that field last night. Keithy Cultimax, that one looks fantastic. I think we're in for a good result there, as long as weather plays ball. This is the wheat. You know, got a little bit of a yellow tinge to it, so fertiliser will be going on that soon. That'll pick that up a little bit. There is a little bit of black grass in there. I can't tell where it is from the tractor, but apparently there is a little bit in there. Well, more than we'd like, I think. It's that little field out the back, the one we know that I always talk about. The river runs literally down the back there. All the water comes off the town and it floods it every single year. Flooded it last year, flooded the beans out last year. Such a shame. It had a really nice, you know, promising crop in there. I don't know if that's worth keeping or not. I don't know if these plants will come back from that. I imagine they will. They've still got a hint of green about them. Whether we'll just leave it, farmer will decide. He'll come and look at it. I imagine we'll come and look at it nearer the time when things are dry. It's still wet out there, look, you know, not as dry as you think it is. Right, anyway, that's that one. The one next door, look, these look fantastic. They just look really well. This is the one Keithy Cultimax yesterday. It's leveled the whole field off. It's look at this, is a sandy field. This is a real sandy field, but you know, that ain't a bad job, is it? You know, it's a nice till on top. Yeah, perfect. You know, I'll be able to see my mark clear as day, no problems at all. I'm just making my way to the, I don't know which way these fields get drilled, so I'm just going to make my way to that straight edge. It's the longest straight edge, and that means farmer won't have to turn around so many times on this short edge. I'm only going by what Keithy's done on his cultivator. We're going to make sure seed's coming out the drill, so just lower the drill down, not right to the floor, but close to the floor, so the seed doesn't blow about. We turn the PTO on, that turns our fan on. Rev the tractor up, that blows it. We start on number 3, 4, then we're drilling a tram line. Make sure your marker's out. I've done that more on one occasion, left the marker in, then you've got to sort of guess it. Wind the wheel. Just checking each spout. Make sure there's a bit of seed underneath each one. I always take it steady on the first time round. We're just going to go back a little bit into position here. Everything should be right. We're setting up a margin, a boundary as well for this field, because we've never marked this one out. So we press start on there, that side, go. The drill's coming down, and very gently to start with. And away we go. This is a nice little field actually. I could show you marking out the field. It's pretty simple. Drive to the corner, press stop, drive to the, you know, turn yourself around, resume, drive to the next corner. You have to just pause it on the corners whenever you get into the corner. That's the only thing you need to remember with it, and it's harder than you'll imagine. Harder than it sounds, if you know what I mean. Trying to remember everything. Leave our marker out so we don't interfere with our tram lines. They're a pain in the butt to get in there, but you can get them in. Just level that off a little bit. Drill's going to be nice and heavy. There we go. No problem. Only a little field, this one, 6 hectares, so it just simply tells you what you've got down here. 6.24 hectares, times that by your seed rate, 185, that gives you just over a ton of seed. And yeah, just put a ton in. Just gonna get this turned around. We're a little bit heavy because we've got a hopper full of seed, but we should have just enough to do this field, and I haven't got any extra, so yeah, hoping that we do have enough. Where's my mark on here? Sun's on it now. Down goes the drill, out goes the marker, up goes the gears. Yeah, farmer, I think he was, the agronomist went out and looked at the wheat, and he thought that where the frosts have lifted the soil a bit, he thought that we could go rolling and hopefully have some success at getting the wheat to tiller out a bit more by rolling it. So I think farmer was picking up the rolls yesterday and going to go and try that. Got a lot of spraying to do as well, and it's just calmed down this morning, so he's I don't know what he's up to, but I imagine he's spraying ahead of the drill. I think I got this thing squared up pretty good now. I've had to move it 4. Basically all you're doing is you're telling the dome where it is in relation to the centre of the tractor, but I've moved it 4 centimetres now, so it seems to be pretty on it. I'm not going to move it anymore. I'm going to see what it does. I've done a field where I've moved it 2 centimetres, and I've done 2 fields where I've moved it 4. It feels more central as it is right now, so I'm going to leave it there, see how it all comes up, and just from there then. But you could go out with your pegs, but we just don't have the time to be messing about doing it. I know you should, and you could do that. You should be going out and setting these things up first. And we did go out and do it at the start, and it was pretty bang on, but I don't know, there's a proper way of doing it, I imagine. But it doesn't matter, we will get it squared up. Oh, the old sun is on the mark there then. I prefer the fields with the big long bouts. You know, you got time to, well, not relax, but you got a little bit of time in between, you know. But yeah, it's not a bad day. I think Darren's back at the yard littering up cattle. During the winter, Darren's always with us, you see. He's always, you know, he's always about to help us with doing cattle at the weekend, so the guys can have a day off. Usually on a Sunday, you know, I'd take a day off on a Sunday, but when you know, when you've got these sort of jobs on, you know, it's all hands on deck again, you know, until the you know, the primary works are done, and then we you know, quietens down again. Drill's going all right. Seed bed is just beautiful, no problems, haven't had a problem yet really. Next one's a tram line. Heading over to home after this one's done. So we'll head back to the farm, get fueled up, get some seed on, get her greased up a bit, grease the fans up. They want to be done every day really, so we'll get them greased up and the main bits and pieces. Then we'll start the ones near home. Nearly at the end of this field, but I've got a seed alarm going off. I've done 4 bouts. I ain't gonna need a lot, so we got to go and check. You got to go and check it. We're going to see how much is left in there. There's always more than you think, but yeah, I don't know. That alarm goes off. It just starts making you worry. People say it's so annoying, that noise as well. You know, some people put cameras in the tanks. You know, I don't think we need to go that far, but you know, it is handy. It tells you exactly what you got in there. I don't know what bout we're on at the moment. We're in the picks now, so it's just picking away a little bit. You can sort of see it down there. It can be mighty embarrassing. See what I mean? That's been going off a little while. I went out to check that again. I've only got this little corner to do. Just just starts to make you worry, you know. We're looking at the end, see what we got left, but it should be all right. All right, let's go and see how we did. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bit in there. No problem. It's good. Right, we're going to head back to the farm, go and reload, get a cup of tea, grease up, and yeah, check things over a little bit, and then we'll get going on the next one. Right, we're back at the farm now. These are some rented fields near close to the farm. Keith has come through with that Max. Oh Christ, it's left hell of a till. You know, these are some I wouldn't call them very strong land, but they're a bit stronger than what we got over at Jim's. But yeah, oh my god, it's left a hell of a onion bed out there. I actually can't quite believe my eyes. We're on second time round. Yep. Yeah, I don't quite remember, you know, even in the autumn, this is better than the autumn in my eye. You know, it's not sticking to your wheels, but there's a bit of moisture in there. You know, it's just blooming ideal. If it was middle of March and we knew we were going to keep the temperatures, you'd just be laughing. But you don't know what's going to happen, so we see what happens. They're going in anyway. I think we're going on to barley after that. It's just too good, you know, too good an opportunity to get them in without making any ruts, any compaction. Yeah, I think we're going to stay on top of it and keep going. Keithy's, where is he? I think he's at the farm at the moment, and then he's going off to Peter's, and then he'll head off to Alistair's. But what a job that's leaving, you know. He's got to adjust the back harrow on it because they're a bit vicious and they're pulling the straw, you know, keeping the straw up together, which is a little bit annoying. But it's left a real nice job out here, nice and level, just what we hope for actually. Yeah, I will get you some footage of that. Seeds over there, so when we need to fill up, that's where we'll go and fill up. We've got 3 fields here to do, and then we're going up the hill on our own fields there as well. So, but Christ almighty, yeah, really impressed with this job. Just done, need to concentrate. We've just done our first time round, which is always the most thing. I haven't mapped any of these fields before, you see, so it's a bit of concentration on that first one going round. But after that, it's, you know, it's easy peasy. Just come into here, cross the drill in, pick her up. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get on with a bit. I love this job. It is the best job ever. Well, when it's going nice like it is, it's an easy, lovely job. You know, you're putting the seeds in the ground. Oh yeah, lost my mark now. Just sort of. Look, that's what I can see out of there. Can you see which one's my mark? You've sort of got to look ahead and try and pick it up again. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Whoa, all that time, oh yeah. only just got it in there. The moats are bulky, so it fills it. You can get 2 bags in, but you got to make sure you run it out. But it's a bit nervous because the alarm's going off for so long, but you got to make sure there's enough room in there. Oh, it's all right though. I've just checked my seed rate. You just it's pretty simple. We got 8.82 hectares, times that by your seed rate, which is 185. 185 kilos, 187 to be precise, and that will give us so we should have used 1.6 tons. You've got your ins and your outs and your picks, so you've always got to allow for a little bit more, so you'll be near on no, you won't be exactly 2 ton, but you'll be getting up for 1.8 1.9 tons when all said and done. We're nearly done this one. We've got one out the back to do. Darren's going to come and take me over so I can go home and have my lunch with the family, and then we'll crack on it again tomorrow. But yeah, they're going to try and get these 3 little fields done here, and then we're going to be working our way up the hill there tomorrow. We always use big tyres, especially for spring. You know, it just carries so much better, less compaction. It's yeah, we feel, you know, it's no-brainer. You know, we feel like you can't run without them really. It's going all right. That's what my view out the front looks like. The seed's over there, so I've only got to run back to there to get seed. The field in the background there is the next one, and then there's a tiny little square in this field here. And I don't know if we've even got these ones for next year. This might be the last years we have these ones. They've rented ones, so, and I think the landowner wants to change it up a bit in here. So I think he's going for one of these environmental schemes. I don't know. Farmer and him deals with that. Nothing to do with me. But yeah, it might be the last time we have corn in here anyway. You know, wherever we go, we treat it like our own. So whichever land we're working, everything gets the best of the best. We treat it exactly the same as our own land. Nothing gets left out. You know, nothing gets any ill treatment or anything like that. We will treat it right until the end, and that's where we'll be. It's now dark out. Farmer wanted to keep going, so we keep going. Yeah, it's been going pretty well. We've got quite a big chunk of land we were on done. We've done the T-junction, which is right next to the farm, and now we're just starting the ones going up the hill. This one's a little bit tacky in here, but it's still all right. It's still drilling quite nice actually. Keithy's come across that. Mac's done a lovely job. So yeah, pretty impressive actually, that tool. Whether it'll be the same every year for it, we don't know, but it's doing a really nice job this year. Got my work cut out for me in the dark. Going on here, just coming up to the end. I've just got one more around the outside to do. To say it's using all of my experience is an understatement. Where's my mark? Over there, look. I'll let you see what I can see. Down goes the drill. And yeah, we've got all the lights on the tractor on. It's not really late at night, it's only 6:30, but it's gone dark now. And you're just reliant on your lights to try and see your mark. It's not been too bad, bit tricky, but it's actually not too bad. That Max, where we've got a little bit of long straw, it's been picking up some lumps, but the drill will pull that through. Let me just check our screen here. Yeah, I quite like it. Once you get your eye in at night time, you know, once it's gone fully dark, you can actually see a lot better. And I don't know, it's quite weird. It's quite nice actually. Put the radio on, just chill out. I don't know if I'm going to do any more. I think I might run this tank out and then start again early tomorrow, so we'll catch up tomorrow. But yeah, drilling at night now. Look at this. Last year was my first go on the drill. Now we're drilling into the night. I don't mind. I'll try anything. I'll try anything. Right, look, this is the only problem. Coming back in, there it is. You sort of just get a feel for that by repetition through the day. You do the same things, you see, over and over. It's quite tricky to see, but it's all right actually. It's not too bad, is it? Right, anyway, we'll catch up tomorrow, see how we're getting on tomorrow. We're going up the hill, and then we're either going to Alice's or we're going to Peter's. We're going to see which one is driest and most suitable. Most likely Alistair's, thinking about it, but we'll see. Keithy's going to go and try and cultivate them, see what they do. It'll be tomorrow afternoon before we get anywhere near there anyway. We've got 3 fields going up the hill there to do first. We'll be finished here in the next half an hour or so.